All right, yo. We getting into some Destiny 2. All right, I think that's better. Guess I got a lot of stuff there. Now, how many do I have? I think that's everything. Submachine gun or pulse rifle. Let's try that out. 25. Let's try that out. More details. Gain additional melee charge. Rift periodically releases arc shockwave. And that machine gun looks dope. I think this is where I'm supposed to be going to finish up this quest. Yes, adventure. Talk to your ghosts. Okay. I don't think this was the spot I needed to be at. Wild card mission. Adventure. Wild card. Okay.
Zavala, Cade told me something that you need to know.
What is it?
He doesn't intend to return as Hunter Vanguard. He thinks Crow deserves the job.
Indeed. Crow is more than ready. And he's a different person now.
Perhaps we all are.
Ikora can... There's no easy way to say this. Will you teach me how to use stasis?
Are you sure?
I know it sounds hollow after all the times I've warned against using the darkness. I know, but... As you said, we're all different people now.
We certainly are. Of course I'll teach you Zavala.
Don't go easy on me just because...
I won't. Meet me at camp. We'll start with the basics. New light.
Oh, hey there.
Not enough space.
Hey, good luck out there.
What are we gonna delete?
Guardian? Bring back some tails, Guardian.
Okay.
Defenders of Sol, hear me now! Moments ago, one fire team infiltrated the Witness's monolith and shattered its hold on the Traveler's light. Their courage bought us one last chance to finish this. But the Witness still lives. The Guardians and their ghosts will face the Witness, while we eliminate the remainder of its forces. Our final chance at freedom lies on that field. This enemy has taken so much from us all. Elixni. Cabal. Awoken. Humanity. Hive. The Witness started this war long ago. But now, we end it.
Alright, let's get out there and shoot some shit, you know. shoot some things, yo. We got one more step after this one.
We need to get eyes on the witness. First fire team in there, don't hesitate to engage.
Fly, Guardian! The Witch Queen and I will prevent its escape.
And your allies will fight at your side.
This is what we were made for. I'm with you. Until the end.
My house and I will aid you. We fight as one, Guardian.
Okay.
This is a change of pace, isn't it? Never let it be said I wasn't here when it counted.
Guardian, keep your focus on the witness. Empress, Mithras, Savathun. Witness forces are closing in. Help me stop them.
Oh man.
Vanguard Command, we're closing in on the witness now. This is it.
We are the first knife. We are the edge that carved purpose, being. Your resistance will be remembered within the shadow of the Black Fleet. The Saint arrives to offer aid. dropping aid.
Take this. Use it in the elegant ways to which you Guardians are so accustomed.
Not interfere!
Just like the last time, Guardian. Destroy the statue. Free us. Free us. Free us!
We are one!
It will end soon.
We won't suffer one more day with you!
Oh, bastard. Oh, come on.
Nimbus, you're clear to drop. In and out. Guardian, watch for their move.
Mizrax has some weapons headed your way, Guardian. That's our shot. All
No,
together
come
now.
on,
Let's hit it.
yo. Come on, yo.
We are the first life. We cannot be cut.
You feel it, Guardian. Your work is not yet finished.
Young Wolf, look for a spear.
My assistance comes to you soon. Don't cut yourself.
Yeah, they got all of them.
This is pain. So we carve you out.
It's vulnerable. Give it all you've got, Guardian.
Here and now, Guardian. All right, we've got it on the rope. You show that shape, it ain't final.
What was made can be unmade.
Damn. Come on.
No! Ghost? Please. Bring him back. He's just a ghost. You raised an army. You can bring back one ghost.
He sure shined bright back there, huh?
Cade.
What comes from the light returns to the light. My gal Sundance told me that. She also said we're all connected. Guardians, ghosts, the Traveler. Now you tell the others this was my choice. My light. Nobody makes my fate but me. They're my favorite. Don't ever forget that.
Guardian. There you are.
That was cool of Cade to die for your ghost.
It's definitely healing, but we've still got a lot of work to do. Surviving Witness forces, clashes with the Lucent Brood.
So much change. We've been fighting for so long. And now, we've won.
I thought it would feel different.
Well, maybe because we haven't celebrated it yet. Guardian, Ghost, you're just in time. Tell them Cade wouldn't let a little work get in the way of having a good time.
You're right. For now, our task is appreciating this moment.
And after that?
We'll face the future when it comes.
Kylo Ren being nice. Cade went back to being dead.
The Witness's death spread like a shockwave through its troops. The instant it was destroyed, things shifted. Most of the Witness's followers fled when it fell, but its most zealous believers are still carrying out its last orders. Xivu Arath is still out there, mortal, moving in the shadows. House Salvation is turned on itself, with Aramis nowhere to be seen. Savathun and the Lucent Brood are trying to claim control of the Pale Heart. With the Witness dead, both Scorn and Taken are directionless. To put it simply, in the wake of the Witness, a power vacuum has been created in the universe. Who knows what will try to fill it? But out of all of this, the most worrying thing is an Aurora. It's bleeding out of the Traveler. Light and darkness venting into open space over Earth. We designated a no-fly zone within 100 kilometers of the Aurora, enforced by Alliance cruisers. So far, no one has tested it. During the initial formation of the Aurora, a piece of anomalous matter erupted from the Traveler, moving away at relativistic speeds. We tracked one out to a distance between Neptune and Jupiter, in the orbital path of Nessus. Then we lost track of it. I've got hunters in the field investigating.
Thank you, Crow. I'll leave it to you.
Copy that. I'm headed back out to the field myself. I need to see if I can pick up Fickrell's trail. Find out what's going on with the Scorn.
Keep me updated. And good work.
All right. The final shape.
We're all connected. Your light, mine, Cade's. He sacrificed his light so mine could shine again. I can feel him still. Sundance too, I think.
Alright. Finish that. Alright, so what's the next step before that? Okay, the edge of fate. Just gonna jump right into it. That's the next
What
thing.
follows light and shadow is silence. That silence breaks. I am summoning you as a new age begins. I see sapient life turn to each other. They remember how to look to the stars. They remember curiosity. They remember how to thrive. But they have forgotten. They forgot we were here long before the Traveler. They forgot that they need us. But they are fated to remember. I will remind them.
I'm sure you will. But not through me. Find someone else. My will is my own.
Yeah, she just Freddy Krueger, that chick.
I think it's safe to say this is what's disrupting our beacons. I've seen primitive trains like this in old ruins. Never liked the look of them. These readings have a bearing. Gravimetric distortions, leading out past orbit. Like footprints. Like a trail we're meant to follow. Guardian, I'm sending coordinates your way. It appears we have an invitation.
Alright, we're gonna get out there and see what's with this invitation. And shoot some more things, yo.
Guardian, welcome to Kepler, as the Vanguard Archive calls it. The gravimetric distortions we tracked from the EDZ are tangled in an excess of dark matter. In our records, this planetoid was confirmed to be unoccupied and inert. But these readings indicate a singularity. Something's keeping this planetoid stable and our matter intact, but... Guardian, there's a black hole here on Kepler. This is dangerous. If at any point the singularity destabilizes, it could swallow us and take the entire Sol system with it. We need to find whoever sent our invitation. They need our help.
Kylo Ren.
Guardian, I can see you've got Elixni hostiles incoming. I'm picking up what I think is a distress signal. I've been able to isolate a radio signal through the telemetry. It has some primitive decryption on it. Should only take me a moment. Watch your head. I've never seen Elixni move like this. Mind their vertical, Guardian.
Jetpacks.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Lodi transmitting. Strange matter detected. Singularity opening near local HI and NHI population.
I can't tell when this mayday was sent. Whoever made it understands the danger this place is in.
Ikora, it looks like we've got a blockade up ahead.
Definitely make sure you can hear them.
Singularity, a distress call, and now another ancient train. But how do they all connect? More importantly, how can we help? The status of the Singularity will worsen with time. We can't do anything about that right this moment. But discovering a locking mechanism this complex, and a radio transmission that sounds human, means we could be on the precipice of encountering another pocket of civilization. By my triage, the most effective thing we can do right now is find the source of the distress signal. The trail we're following leads past the train, then scatters. We'll need to get through to find who called for help. The mechanism here appears to be missing some pieces. I've tracked materials nearby that closely match the frequency of the device. Find them, Guardian.
Lodi transmitting. Status Moonsick. Adrift. Odysseus protocol active.
Odysseus Protocol. We've heard that before. Wait, there's a backlog. Keep moving, Guardian. I'm going to see if these transmissions can give us any more information.
Alright, yo.
Dark matter spike in your vicinity. Could be one of the gravimetric distortions Drifter was talking about. Guardian, you alright? Your vitals stabilized. Must be a fluke.
Oh, okay.
Well, this sure is new. All your vitals appear to be in order, but your molecules are moving unbelievably fast.
Guardian, this energy pattern is distinct from your expected paracausal signature. It matches the dark matter readings from when we landed. It appears you've managed to somehow fuse with dark matter.
don't know.
Why send a train to invite us to a black hole? It seems whoever sent our invitation values consistency and catastrophic interference.
About that. I got info, but you're not gonna like it.
Try me.
The gravimetric distortions, the dark matter,
The weird train. An invitation? There's only one group of jokers I know who get up to those kinds of theatrics. The Nine.
Well, that certainly is a theory. Although I would expect to have already heard from the emissary if that was the case. I'm going to rerun the telemetry to see if I can find another radio transmission and get us some answers.
Achieved precarious stabilization, but still request evacuation due to hostile NHI. If we can't close the singularity, we're pulling everyone in with us. Anyone? You out there?
Odd. The timestamp on this transmission doesn't make sense. It comes after the Mayday, but the timestamp says it was recorded many months before. Either someone is intentionally trying to scramble these transmissions, or the singularity is causing more problems than we thought.
Oh no.
It's the same Elixni combatants from earlier. They are persistent. Stay vigilant and don't let them come back again.
I thought I recognized those symbols. This is the House of Exile.
Okay, so we gotta get these pylons charged. Where's the thing?
Last time we encountered these Elixni was on Luna. They're called the Exiles because each of them were exiled from their original house. That's the last of them, and we've got what we need. Let's head back to the train and see if we can't get past that blockade.
No more transmissions on the backlog. And the timestamps are all off. Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location.
Alright. So the train.
Suppose you're right, Drifter, and we are dealing with the Nine. You have the most experience with them. What did you observe in your interactions?
Rumor has it the Nine are extra-dimensional. Caught in the gravity of Sol's heaviest hitters. You know, planets, moons, stuff like that. There are aliens, and there are aliens. And these guys are aliens. They don't live in this dimension, which means they can mess with you.
You trespass the domain of the once exile, chosen of the Giver. I am Archon Prime, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
that Elixir wasn't an Archon. I wonder what that was all about.
In the wake of destruction, one exile falls, and 3 more rise.
Hold on.
Okay.
That same voice, this Archon's voice, is coming from another Elixir. I'm not sure what's going on.
Exiles! I prophesied the deathless arrival. Creatures cradled and kissed by the infinite curse of the great machine.
Deathless? That sounds like you, Guardian, but, derogatorily.
Us destroy them. Bring death to the deathless. Fulfill the destiny of the House of Exile. Strengthen the singularity and ascend.
That voice is coming from another Elixir. I still don't understand how that voice jumped from one exile to another. The Witness could possess, but that required a civilization's worth of darkness. Could something have drawn them here? Maybe the high concentration of dark matter is boosting this Archon connection to darkness.
Darkness is about connection of memory, but it doesn't work like that. And dark matter, in spite of the name, has nothing to do with darkness.
So this is something else entirely. Huh. One of the Archon's lackeys dropped something.
Ophiuchus's energy readings are spiking. This is a container of dark matter. The same connected to the Singularity. Don't let that go.
Hold it. Who do you work for, and what's your business here?
Telemetry originates at this location, but the signal is weak.
What are you doing here?
We're Guardians, from Earth's Vanguard. Circumstances suggest we were invited, but we don't know who sent the invitation.
Earth?
Have you been here a while?
I have journal entries tallying 4 weeks, but my 5 o'clock shadow says a day. Something's wrong with time. It's my job to investigate. You picked up something that's special to the people here. Use it. I'll see you on the other side. We can talk there. You can, tell me all about Earth.
That's the man who sent the distress signal. But he didn't seem in distress.
Something's wrong with time.
I'm curious as to how our contact intends to fix it. But his observations seem to be correct.
And we just got here. There's probably a whole mess of time nonsense just around the corner.
Agreed. This train's temporal presence is concerning.
That's the least of our worries. The real head-scratcher is our new friend seeing the people here.
Ikora did say she suspected sentient life.
Sorry for all that earlier. My name's Lodi. My introductions aren't usually that rude. Come on, let me show you around. Your companion gave me a debrief about your mission before she insisted on meeting the scientists here.
Scientists?
Oh yeah, the Ionians are brilliant. They've been great hosts since I showed up here a few weeks back.
Objects from a different time were sent to us, like we were called or invited. Did you get one too?
Of sorts. I got a call of my own. I hope your ride was smoother than mine. Are you headed back to Earth after?
Are you asking for a ride?
It's just conversation. Appreciate the offer. I'm staying with the locals for a while. Time distortions all over this place. The Elixni make it hard to traverse further out.
Earth-looking dude.
Fascinating, aren't they?
No way.
You know, the language structure is similar to Finnish. Keep an eye out for the House of Exiles. They didn't like me getting close to my recorder. If you're here to sort out the time anomaly, it sounds like we're on the same side. I'll help you look into your calling card. You help the locals with some of the weightier tasks. You seem like you can handle yourself. First in a few words, I can appreciate that.
These Ionians were able to temporarily stabilize the singularity. They prevented their planet from splitting until someone could help. I'm as surprised as you they've eluded us for so long, but this place is shrouded in dark matter. It could have cloaked the presence of sentient life from the outside. Ghost, did you find the source of the distress signal?
We've made contact with Lodi, here in the settlement. He's offered to help us look into our invitation, if we help the people here. He seems trustworthy, but his presence here feels very convenient.
Yeah, by the look of him, I'd say he's as out of place as we are.
feels strange to come back to the tower. I look over at the ramen counter and half expect to see Cade. I almost got used to having him back. It's been years since I felt that pain. But now it's softer, nostalgic. We saw so much in the Pale Heart. Things that challenge the way we perceive our enemies and ourselves. I want to say that things will be different now, but it seems the only constant in our world is conflict. As deeply as I want to embrace this moment of peace, we must be ready for whatever comes our way. The next threat to the Vanguard could take any form and strike at any time. Listen to me. I sound like Zavala. Time spent with old friends will do that to you. We've faced the worst together, Guardian. When the Vanguard needs you, we know you'll be there. Until then.
Hell.
Carry the light with you. Your wilting loyalty to the Vanguard is not going unnoticed.
What cipher is this?
Hi there. Dun. Goodbye. together. The city's depending on it.
Just change your whole world out.
Guardian. How are hidden operations on Mars?
Hello? This is Lodi. Ms. Ray said you received my distress call. Ms. Ray asked that I contact the little Sputnik to work with you both on next steps.
Sputnik?
Is there something I should call you? Apart from Guardians, of course.
This is the Guardian. You can call them Guardian, thank you. I am called Ghost.
Pleasure to be working with you, Mr. Ghost. The Ionians are in less dire straits now, but if anything triggers the singularity, we risk losing the planetoid. Between a black hole on one side and the Archon on the other, the locals had no choice but to seal their settlement. They've been trying to track down that capsule you picked up for ages. Head to the big mechanism at the center of the village. The Ionians call it the Altar of Relativity.
Guardian, the trail we followed here to this planetoid is the strongest through that mechanism.
The singularity must be beyond there. Contained, thanks to the Ionians. If Drifter's right, the source of our invitation and the source of the singularity are one and the same. I think the Nine are here. Keep this to yourselves for the moment. Our top priority is stabilizing this planetoid. Unless the Nine plan to interfere, they're not a concern.
Lodi, we're at the altar.
Mr. Ghost, this is Lodi. Excellent. Go ahead and drink the contents.
Drink?
No, that can't be right. You do not want to do that. Say again, do not drink the dark matter in that container. Pour the contents into the mechanism. Hold on, I was provided a diagram. Guardian, Mr. Ghost, allow me to introduce you to Dean Rebecca, leader of the Ionians.
Dean Rebecca. I've never heard the name Dean. It's beautiful.
Well, the Ionians use a sort of academic hierarchy from what I can tell. And wait, you've never heard the title Dean before?
No. Is it an Ionian name?
No, they use it as a mark of high status here. Oh, and so you know, they haven't seen other humans in centuries. Be patient with them. Our presence here is tremendously significant. Translating what I can, the Dean's honored to encounter the first new humans in centuries. She says the Ionians' deity, the thing they call the Holy Anomaly, is on the other side of the altar, threatened by the Singularity. The capsule we put into the altar stabilizes rings of the lock to keep the Singularity contained. It's a collection of dark matter she called a Strangelet. You'll need to get through the lock if you want to find out what's on the other side. We'll need your money.
inside the shit.
So Lodi, tell me more about how you got here. The more we know, the better chance we can find a solution.
All I know is I woke up here 4 weeks ago in a singed suit. I don't remember how I got here. I know I'm from Earth. I remember my family, but not much else.
That sounds like how a light bearer would wake up. But you don't have a ghost.
No, I'm alive. You probably know more about this place than I do. But I do remember hearing Guardians have a complicated relationship with memory. Is there any truth to that?
That's a fairly common question. Guardians forget who we were before our first resurrection. We forget in exchange for the light.
Shame. Feels cool.
Okay.
Drifter? You brought them my message, capsized. Find my frequency. I'm not Neon.
No way. Orin. Neon. Orin, what happened to you? I thought you were locked in as the Nine's errand runner. You were gone.
Yes, but my memory is a mess.
Oh, no.
It's all vetiver. Damn it. Rick Transponder, you can pinpoint my location.
The hell, Orin? Why do you sound like you ate a dream journal?
Petrichor. Damn it! I am not adjusting to linear time well. I am no longer emissary. I quit.
You quit? thought you'd ascended or something. Become a higher being. I didn't know you could quit being emissary.
Me either. But with the right motivation, anything is Starlight. You'd be proud. I'm malted.
Oh, I have to know what you mean by malted.
Exactly what it sounds like. I wanted my body back. I wanted my will back.
Back over here.
We gotta find her. She only just found shoes, for Pete's sake. Got your location, Orin. Never thought I'd hear from you again.
Scrambled eggs. I meant to deliver a message, but can't remember what it is. I know the Nine will need a replacement emissary. They will not find one nearby on the X-axis. They will need to search a millennia up and down the Y.
My message found you. I'm Orin, once a Guardian, like you. When I last reached out to the Vanguard, I warned you of the Nine's fallibility. The results of that fallibility are in play now, I think. You will fix it. But how isn't clear. Everything I knew is scattered. My will, cleaved from service and rough-hewn clay. It wasn't bloodless, but I know I chose this for a reason. I did. In my memory, when I touch my hand to the moment, I am overcome with dissonance and another shape buried in noise assuming my place. I must speak sharpness to the Drifter, a tint on knowledge held but still unknown. I'll need your help hunting down the fate that brought us here.
So, Orin, you quit and now you're just here?
Mitosis. Annoying you had to see me like this now. Scrambled eggs and someone else's shoes. How have you been?
Oh, busy. Feet planted on the ground more often than not. Seeing someone new these days.
Oh. Oh, good. Good for you. Can't say the same. I've been too busy corralling my electrons. Who are you seeing?
It's, Eris Morn.
Oh! You have a type, Drifter. I'm happy for you both, really.
Should I do both of these? Or one of these? running around everywhere.
I hear you had a run-in with that Archon fellow. Or his cutouts, anyway. Apparently he's the leader of these exiled Lixni, but nobody's seen him. Real recluse. The Ionians say he can speak through the mouths of his followers. Like some kind of psychic thing. But that's absurd, right? Have you seen this little ventriloquist act? Huh. Well, I'll believe it when I see it myself. I suggest you do a little bang and burn to draw out their leadership. Once we know exactly who we're dealing with, we can do a more realistic threat assessment.
I haven't been very deep into the Exiles Accord. They aren't fond of visitors. This architecture seems a little out of the box.
We've dealt with the Lixni houses before, but this does feel different.
Lodi, I need to be frank. I don't buy your story.
Yeah. Well, you don't know the half of it. If I wasn't me, I also wouldn't buy my story.
What do you know about whatever brought you here?
Nothing. I woke up here in a singed suit after the most insane fall of my life. It seems the local Elixir had developed a parallel form of teleportation. They're using dark matter to create portals. If we want to infiltrate their sphere of influence, we'll need that capability. Mr. Drifter says you've got the skills for a smash and grab, so I suggest we go loud. Get us a sample of that tech and we'll be in business.
one more.
This must be the House of Exile's new teleportation tech. It's mounted in an old cannon frame. That's handy. Scans show the power cell and space inverter have been tampered with. Those mechanisms have dark matter cores. They'll wear out fast. It looks like this mobile unit creates an entangled link between a jump pad and wherever you're aiming. Just be careful what you pointed at.
Good work out there. You got some real moves. Normally, agents that skilled at wet work have checkered past. Makes me wonder how you came to be so dangerous. With expanded access, we can investigate those Elixni in earnest and find the truth about this so-called Archon. I've got some ideas on that. Catch up with me later to get started.
Guardian, I've made myself a contact within the Elixir ranks. Apparently not everyone is happy with the way things are being run.
You little sleuth.
That's the idea. Anyway, there's apparently a power station nearby feeding a lot of juice into something off-site.
Got it. I'm reading high levels of argon.
It's mixing with signatures matching the singularity.
Let's do it, Joe.
All right, Guardian, this has to be the house's power plant. There's a massive current moving through the cables around us. And gravitons.
My informant Keels tells me that power is going straight into a warship.
If we can get to a power plant's controls while it's charging their ship, we can send a lethal surge to it from here before it ever leaves port.
Crafty. And it'll buy time to hunt down the Strangelet capsule in the Accord. If we stop the Singularity from expanding, stabilize Kepler, maybe they'll stand down.
If that chain sweet talk a psycho like that off a ledge, he's a true believer in whatever psychos believe in.
They aren't leaving us many options. We need to reach the anomaly.
Deathless, why have you come? Glimpses are seen of your actions, but your motive ever shrouded. When my house found Soul, saw the great machine with your world, we left in defeated peace.
Oh, damn.
It looks like this station is actually drawing some form of power from these native cyto colonies. So, the spires are regenerating?
This whole place is wired like a rat's nest. That's worse than my ship.
Deathless was foretold. See how they must kill as prophesied. Give her a sight worthy of this final test. I'll be resilient, my house.
Guardian, patch me into a console and I can override that barrier.
Look alive, hero. They're piping in splinter mines. Crazy sons of crabs are gonna cause a damn cave-in.
You're on bomb defusal, Guardian.
Trask sure likes to talk, making a show of us barging into his house. Maybe we pull his moxie out from under him and he lets some intel slip.
Unless he sees that coming. All this prophecy talk. Back in my day, you kill a fella fair without knowing the future.
You think he's really clairvoyant?
To alarm you, Carson, but a mine is getting dangerously close to detonating.
Okay, Guardian, we need to find a way to overload that control panel.
Once we do, the immense surge of current will wreak havoc on whatever warship the house is trying to power up.
Probably why they tried to blow us up. I guess they're trying to unplug. We should hustle up.
Overload the batteries.
I think you gotta roll up and do that ball thing. Go on.
Like vile Vex, the Deathless is violence-driven. They cannot be turned away by reasoned words. Only blood.
Mighty Archon, we hear your prophecy. The Deathless kneels before the Giver with your blessing. Just open the way.
Will what now?
This was not our tricks. You conspire with metal invaders to keep us from the Giver. To draw our house into folly.
What's your next plan? Stand there with guns pointed at each other until someone gets cold feet?
So the Archon didn't take the bait, but he mentioned being kept from the Giver. Sounds like, despite their push to the Singularity, something's still cutting them off from it. That means we don't have to rush right in unless they make a move. Maybe there's somewhere else we can apply pressure.
You're a kid. Those things been shooting at you since you landed on this dump, and you still haven't pulled your piece.
That's right. Unlike you, I don't prefer a gun to solve my problems when questions work just as well.
Enough! We may have knocked out their power, but the Archon's still out there. We'll need to be ready when they make their next move.
Oh, man.
Quickly, friend.
Oh.
Walk in the light.
to see. Hey, you! Come here, will you? I want the kind that hunters use. Do we have a deal? I want the kind that hunters use.
Okay. Oh man, we're gonna get out of here though.